Oakville's data company Inovex received $100,000 from the Ontario Together Fund. Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade Vic Fedeli toured Inovex this morning to see how the new PPE response dashboard they are creating will help the whole province. Nikki Wesley reports.
Ontario Minister Vic Fedeli visited Inovex after announcing the company will be receiving $100,000 from the Ontario Together Fund to help speed progress of their PPE response dashboard. Inovex is a software and data company that brings data together from various sources into what they call a data lake, providing insight so businesses can make decisions on the fly. CEO Rohit Shankar explains the original inspiration.
We started reaching out to our customers to find out how the pandemic may impact their organizations. And one of the biggest things that we realized, even before we went into an official shutdown, was that the PPE was going to be demanded by almost every aspect of our society, and that we were in a dire shortage of it.
After conferencing with existing customers, they were faced with a serious question.
What are we seeing here? Is there going to be shortages at the primary healthcare side? And do we have enough supply locally here in Ontario to addressing those? And so when we brought that together, we imagined that we needed a end-to-end visibility on how much we're producing and how much we're consuming.
Inovex has partnered with the Auto Parts Manufacturers Association and Trillium Network for Advanced Manufacturing to create a system that will collect, organize, and analyze PPE and healthcare data. The PPE response dashboard will help forecast the supply and demand by regions across the province and help advise proper distribution.
What's the strategy behind distributing it? Which region may be at a higher impact, right? Because if there's a regional outbreak, they may actually need to go and be addressed first, as opposed to another area which may not be as severely impacted. So having that visibility will allow us to direct the products where it's needed most. And right now, for PPE distribution into certain segments like long-term care or schools, that program is what we're helping to build, and in the future with vaccines, we hope to help build that part of the program as well.
Minister Fedeli explains how the new dashboard may be able to help us predict shortfalls in supply.
First and foremost, this is really all about understanding the personal protective equipment and where we're going to need PPE and what the threats are that may stop the production of PPE. As an example, they gave a hurricane hits in the States and it affects oil. Oil is needed to make plastics, which are needed in our face shields. So it's this kind of predictive knowledge that we'll have, especially for PPE, but it can be used right across the healthcare system with any other immunities that are required in our healthcare.
Reporting for Halton News, I'm Nikki Wesley.